stop.
Wait, Sultan.
Sultan.
We
No,
can't. No, we
no,
can't.
Sultan.
Okay, it's on.
All right, we're back. We're back.
We're back.
And we have the new horse that we just got on Monday.
Hmm?
Is that right?
Yes.
And we did bring him in. He hasn't had a temper. Was it last Monday? It was
This Monday.
Oh, was it? Okay. We are bringing them in a little earlier. If they don't have a temp or a snotty nose or anything, we're watching them, and then we disinfect the bridle and stuff because I need to get them going more. You can let him walk. So he was named Apollo, and you're going to witness he's a little what I call blinker shock. He's been on the road. He's had blinkers, which go on each side of his eyes, one on each side, and it keeps him looking forward. So when you drive, that's kind of a requirement to drive. And so he's seeing things now on the side because they have good peripheral vision that he never hasn't seen for a while. So he looks at stuff and is, a little looky at it, but not bad. Now, when she gets up on the mounting block yesterday, when she got up on him, he kind of raised his head and his eyeballs got big at him. Whoa, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Then they brought him back over there, and he was fine. So he may react a little bit today, but he may not either. Now, see, there he flinched. And so she's petting him and letting him know nothing bad's going to happen. And then she's going to get on real soft and sit. She's not going to rush. She's just going to make it one easy motion. And then she's just going to sit soft and pick up that stirrup. Now, we did keep Raimundo on the end of it so that if anything goes on, we can do it. You want to hook up the martingale or no? I don't know what she said.
I
Do
don't
you?
know either. No, Sultan.
Don't let him do that. He doesn't need to walk like a chicken.
Sultan is sitting in my lap.
I love you.
Yes.
Because really what he's saying is, oh, my butt's cold. I love
Yes.
you, Laura. I'm going to sit on you.
That's fine.
Ivy's down by the heat.
Yeah, she's smart.
Well, Sultan goes down there too.
Here she is. Snipers.
We left Foxy in the house because there's something in this dirt that she's getting bumps and kind of swelling like a
I
allergic
know, all
reaction.
of a sudden, yeah.
And so I've got to take her to the vet and see any ideas. And I've had everything when there's something in here stinging her or biting her. I've never seen a bug in here this weather.
No.
2, maybe she's got dirt up her nose. I don't know. You don't want that on, that martingale? I think we did. Raimundo? We need to put the martingale on. Apollo needs the martingale hooked up. All right, let's canter on Boo. So shorten up your reins. Under cue, over control to start. So slow him up. Nope, that's trotting already. You're not going to let him trot. Hold him. Hold. Now turn. There you go. Now slow. Slow. Lift up, lift up. Don't let your hands go down. Never mind, let's trot. Trot again. Change. You can't, the minute something happens that's a little out of normal, you can't revert to all those habits that you've learned. You want him reacting to you. You got to be in charge.
My Sultan, my big boy.
So Apollo walk trots and canters. Sultan, no. No, get down. Apollo walk trots and canters.
Yes. He's a very
So
nice
for
horse.
somebody that's looking for that, now he's not for a timid rider at this point. But if you got somebody that's going to put time in on him, he's got a cute headset.
Yeah, he
was
does.
good in the trailer. He loaded well.
Yes.
He stands tied up. You can vacuum him. And he's going to be he walk trots and canters, and he's got a pretty nice canter.
Yeah.
Which which is rare. Usually they canter, but if they canter, it's not very nice. Was that somebody scared him down the aisle or us? Oh. You see, he's a little flinchy yet.
What'd she say? She scooched and
Yeah, she was
scooched in the
probably
saddle.
adjusting herself.
Yeah, and
He thought something was going to happen to him.
well, he's probably not used to being ridden. More
No,
driven.
he's driven more, yeah.
Yeah.
But he's been in
Yeah,
school somewhere. Keep your hands up, Dee.
yeah. He's a pretty boy.
That's good, Ashley. Just keep his head quiet. So she's going to let him walk around 3 times. You see, if you look up close, you can see she's got her hands nice and soft and open. Let your reins get longer and let your arms come back to your body. You're going to make yourself have a backache. All right, you can walk him.
Maybe.
That's good. You can bring him in because I'm just doing a little bit to make sure he's better. And
He has a nice flat walk. How big do you think Apollo is? Like 16?
16 hands, maybe?
Yeah, that's what I would say. About
He's
16
not
hands,
little.
Heather.
He's not huge.
He's not little, yeah.
We could measure him after she's done.
Yeah.
And let's reverse and go the other way, Dee. And keep going. Don't stop in front of the camera. All right, whoa,
She's
right
fine. I can move.
there. That was good. But your goal when you ride him is keep him consistent and don't let him fuss and do stupid things with his bridle. He's bored is what it is. So I'd change your whip, but bring it straight up and then straight down so that he doesn't see it. Don't let it cross over him. You know, guide him. Don't let him come off the rail for no reason. So I like the horses to not always
Yes.
start out the first way. You know, going
Yes.
counterclockwise. I like them to come in and everybody do something different with them. Don't get them in a hat. They'll learn to do X amount of time this way. Especially if you're, we had a Morgan
Yeah.
that he knew it. He had a clock in his head, and at about 28 minutes, he'd come in and if you weren't looking at him, the rider wouldn't be doing this. The rider would be like dying 10,000 deaths. He'd just run into the back of you. And he knew his time was up. By God, he was coming in to line up right as close to you as he could get, meaning me. And the riders all had horrified looks like, oh my God, Neil's going to kill us. So you had to really pay attention with him. But he had a clock in his head, and he knew when it was time. And that just came because we did lessons the same way, you know.
Okay, so I have Connor asking if you think Apollo with some training would be fine to do some open shows.
I wouldn't know why not.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't had him in a full bridle or anything.
But we just got him, so
we just
don't
got
know.
him, and
And he's
I don't know much about him. We're going to do DNA. Pick up and trot. He's a cute horse.
he's very cute.
And he really does try hard to do the right thing, and he's high-headed.
Yeah, that's what he said. He has a stunning headset,
Yeah.
which he does.
Yeah, it depends on what kind of training you're going to do.
Yeah.
You know, there are trainers that are not good trainers.
Yeah.
And there are trainers that can't tell the difference between a horse that has the ability and a horse that is close to having the ability. I don't know how to explain it. This horse is a little worried, so as I recommend for all of our horses, you need a trainer that's going to be kind and patient
Yeah.
and allow them to shine in their own and not make them nervous or worried. But I think he's pretty cute.
Yeah, me too.
I would expect this horse to go pretty quick. Do I think he's the best horse for a real timid rider? Not. Because timid riders tend to do weird things with their body. jerking their hands down when they get nervous and
Yeah.
flinching with their legs. And this horse is fairly responsive to your leg. And if you hear us cutting in and out, it's because as I turn my head to watch him,
And I'm
sometimes
turning around, yeah.
it's going the other way, so my voice. All right, now asking to walk. He's got good brakes.
Yes.
Pat him, tell him he's a good boy.
He's a very good boy.
See how he kind of worried about it? He
Yeah.
was a little worried about getting hit.
Yep.
And that's discouraging to me. When a horse, I feel sorry for the horse. That they worry that you're going to be hit. Ashley's being very careful to stay behind the camera.
Yeah.
We're going to be lunging Ashley before. So
Yeah, right.
She'll be running around behind us. Yeah, and Mountain Dew, Breakfast of Champions.
I didn't have the Mountain Dew yet.
Oh,
Oh, that's good.
so she just had. Did you eat anything or just coffee and Mountain Dew or Red Bull?
Just coffee.
Oh wow, that's why you're skinny. And my Breakfast of Champions meals consists of donuts.
I should have had it.
All right, let's let him trot it. Let's reverse and let him trot that way.
He's really cute.
This horse, it said that he could no longer do the long trips that he got sore, but that he had been, I think this is the one they said he had been used as a family horse, but I'm not sure. And you notice
Yeah.
he's being very careful at not flipping that whip around too much, and he's watching for that.
Yeah, he is.
He's worried about that being smacked. All right, let him trot. All right, now just kind of jiggle him up a little bit. He does, when you go on, make a little bit of noise, but he doesn't really what I would call roar. Have you ridden this horse?
Yes.
You did. Did you like him?
Yeah, she did say she loved Apollo. The day that
Well-
Lauren was here. Yeah.
Keep his head straight. He's tipped to the rail. So he's a little crooked. And what I mean
Yeah.
by that, because everybody asked me, is if you look when he's going down the rail, his shoulder is pushed off into the middle a little bit. You can see it more when he's going away from you or coming at you. Now there you can't really tell.
No, you can't tell.
When he comes down this other rail, you'll see it. And she's got his head turned slightly to the rail because he's wanting to follow his shoulder, which will make him go in the middle. There you can see it.
No, Victoria, we do not ship to Europe.
No. And we do not ship anything.
Yeah,
That would
we
have to
don't-
be in your ballpark.
Yes.
But the trouble of it is, we can't. These horses cannot be sold or given away, so they have to be sent back here. So I don't know what it costs to ship a horse to Europe, but if you didn't want it or couldn't keep it or something
to ship
happened,
it
you
back.
have to ship it back. So you can have a lot of money in a
Yeah.
in a $1,000 horse.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. And the one thing this horse has been is sound, pretty much. Okay,
Yeah.
let him walk. And you'll hear Jason in the background saying "whoa"
Whoa.
100 times.
Yeah.
That's because Rigel, who he's jogging, is pretty game.
Yeah.
But I bet you if Rigel do several 34-mile trips, he'd be ready to walk faster. Like this horse has done.
Yeah, I would imagine that's true, Connor. He said a lot, like to ship it to Europe plus quarantine costs.
Yes. Yeah.
It's a lot to export or import a horse.
Yeah, it is.
He said he's done it.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
And if I were somebody really serious and wanting us to do that, which I don't think we can, but
Yeah.
I would want them to fly in first and try the horse.
Yes, absolutely.
Who would you like next?
On the board. Yep, just look on the board and then pick out somebody. All right, let's reverse. This horse has a nice flat walk.
Yes, he does.
I've had 2 people ride him. Both have liked him. I don't know how he would do with a bunch of riders because he's a little he worries a little bit. All right, let's. That was good. You're getting more comfortable doing that.
Hi, Dee.
And then they can't see it. Yeah. Well, he's worried about stuff, so that's not a bad idea. If somebody holds
Hi,
it.
Joni.
Okay, when you can. We're
Nice
gonna
to
ask
see you on
Tanner.
here.
Try to turn him and collect him up. Bring his head up first. Shorten your reins. Now bring him up and turn. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Tap. Tap. All right, you got the wrong lead. Go to the end. He's a very nice canter.
Yeah.
All right, now turn and tap again. Right there. Kiss, tap, tap, tap. There you got him. Bring him up.
He is.
Sit back. Lean back.
Good boy.
Easy. Stay easy. Bring him up, bring him up, bring him up, bring him up. And let him walk. You can walk. Beautiful canter.
Yes.
It's comfortable, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's collecting most of the time. And I think if somebody who's really good at cantering gets him and works with him and doesn't make him hate it, that he can be one of these horses that'll canter, as they say on the East Coast, in a teacup.
Yep.
Let's reverse. I've never heard that until I moved out here.
Oh, really?
Wait, canters in a teacup. My answer is, why would you want to canter in a teacup?
Yeah. Yeah, right?
I could see if you said he canters like a big old rocking chair. Hey, put me in it. Let me rock myself to sleep. I think he has a
Yes.
good canter now.
Yes, he does.
Because we kind of shocked him the first time we cantered him. He was like, oh, I don't know what we're doing. We're
Yep.
not supposed to do that when we're pulling a cart.
Yeah, nope.
But somebody has taught him pretty good.
Yeah.
He does take one lead easier than the other. This is his better lead, which isn't a shock. All right, let's pick up a canter. Tap. Oh, got the wrong lead. Try to feel it. All right, now ask him again. Turn, tap, kiss. There you go. Don't drop your hands down. Good. Lean back. Sit back. You're leaning forward. Bring him up with your hands a little bit. Easy. Don't bump him up. Just lift quietly.
Now, Connor's from the Midwest, and he said he never heard that phrase in the Midwest, but Ann Jay said they always said it in Ohio.
But that's not the Midwest. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh.
from
Well, I don't know where Connor's from. He said the Midwest.
the Midwest.
Yes.
And I never heard that until I came out here.
Yeah.
All right, now let him walk.
Yeah.
That was good, Dee.
No, Connor, we haven't driven him.
You know, you'd be surprised how many of the horses don't drive.
Yeah.
I mean, that's something we have to test out. And until Jason's foot is fixed better, it isn't going to happen for a while.
Yeah.
He, in theory, should jog fine, but a lot of these horses don't.
Oh, they've had it.
They've had it. It's hard for them. You know, they could be. You know, their joints. They don't get maintained. Most of them, 99.9% of them, don't get maintained like an athlete, even though they are. And so they don't always get, or hardly ever get, joint injections or supplements, or they're starting to do more with them as they learn. It's not that the people are bad to them. It's just most of the Amish don't know all the stuff. Let's stop and see if he backs up. He should. All Amish horses usually
Yeah.
back up. There you go.
And
That's
there he
Oh, all right,
maybe
now
not.
back him up with both hands. There you go. That's good.
Yeah,
Don't use
good
your
boy.
legs. Pull them out. And you can dismount. That was very good.
Yep. Yeah, so Connor comes from Indiana, so that's
okay,
why he
so
said
he's way closer to me.
Yeah, he hasn't heard it.
Me either.
And then who just said?
And Jay did.
And Jay
But
said.
she's in the Ohio,
Yeah.
which is maybe that some people consider it Midwest. I consider it more East Coast.
Yeah, it's more Eastern. Yeah, Linda Helms says they said canner on a dime.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
But if I'm going to canner, I want a canner on $1 million bill.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't want a dime. I want $1 million.
Hi, Sharon. This is Apollo.
I've heard stop on a dime.
Yep. Yeah, stop on a dime. Yep. Hi, Leanne.
Very good, Dee. Is it getting easier? Yeah. Dee's been helping us in our time
Yes.
of need.
Yes.
And helping us means just making you ride everything. That's good. You're getting along with him really well.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
He is a very good boy. He has a blanket, right?
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to finish this and we're going to
Yes.
come back with something else. I don't know. I can't remember what I wrote down on the board, so I don't know. Well, I don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
So
We'll figure it out and we'll be back.
yep.
Okay, everybody. See you in a
Bye.
little bit. Bye.